Hi again guys, and welcome to another speed build, of course, for Forza Horizon 4, and as you'll have seen if you are new to the channel at the start of the video, if you want to check out my other videos like this for Forza Horizon 4, and for other games as well, I would please ask you to hit the bell if you choose to follow the channel, because it makes a massive, easy difference to how much support you can show, but also, more importantly, allows you to actually see the videos that I'm putting out, instead of just certain videos, or sometimes even none, because of not having the bell turned on. But as far as the tune for this one goes, of course the car in particular is the Supra, which was relatively recently added to the game, massive fan favourite, and it's pretty quick. Now, as far as the tuning goes, if you do choose to put drag tyres on it instead of racing tyres, as I have, then of course the drag tyres will make it even quicker. If I recall correctly, it's something like 1 second to 60 and under 3 seconds to 100, so it's insanely quick, plus you've still got that benchmark of 272 miles an hour, which is pretty amazing, and certainly a great way to bring the car back into the series. At the same time though, you do lose some handling. So as many of you know, these tunes are designed not just for speed, but to have good handling as well, but at the same time without sacrificing top speed for stuff like a rear wing, for instance. Now, speaking of rear wings and parts, I often get asked which parts do I fit to the car. For this one, it's very easy. You want to fit the V12 engine, which gives you the most power. Make sure you have all-wheel drive, because then you can launch like a boss. And of course, it makes a huge difference off-road as well, because there's a lot of rallying in this game, sometimes unintentional even. And as far as the rest, fit all of your racing parts. So the turbos, the tyres, the brakes, the suspension, the weight loss, even the differential. Fit everything, because then you'll actually be able to alter those settings in here. Now, as far as the benchmark, even with racing tyres, it's very quick, 3.8 to 100, 2 seconds to 60, it's pretty impressive. As far as the gearbox goes, of course, a final drive of 2.65, first gear 2.9, then 2, 1.5, 1.18, 0.95 and 0.77, so fairly familiar to those who have used my tunes before. It's nothing too radical, and incidentally, if you'd rather just grab this setup and put it on your car instead of doing it yourself, you can get it on my storefront. So just use the keywords to search for it in the description below, search HSG for instance, or HSG Automotive, whatever, you should find it, plus I name all of my tunes with HSG in the title, so you should be able to see that fairly easily, and just make sure that it's from me. You can see my gamer tag in the top corner anyway. As far as the alignment goes, you want 1 degree of camber. It's all-wheel drive, so it's not entirely necessary, but it just helps out with stability. We've got neutral toe, 7 degrees of caster, anti-roll is on 35 and 30, springs on 135, 130, and the lowest ride height on the front and the back. Dampers on 12, 11, 6 and 5. The aero does not apply because I do have the body kit but not a wing. Now, I know some people like to fit the wing because it looks cool. You can do that if you want to, but if you do fit a wing that has downforce, you'll want to come back into these settings, come to this that I'm on at the moment under aero, and make sure that the setting is as low as it can go. Because otherwise, if you have more downforce, it will affect your top speed and also your top end acceleration as well. It will make the car more sluggish. It does improve your handling though, so it depends what you want. The brakes aren't adjusted, and as far as the diff, fairly obvious, 100% for acceleration bias, 0 for deceleration, and then 70% on that center split. So you could go more rear biased if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. For 2 reasons. One, it gives you great launch off the line at 70%, but also more crucially, the car is already fairly tail happy. So if you put it up to like 80%, you'll be drifting too much, which of course kind of defeats the point of all-wheel drive. So as I said, you can grab it from my storefront, or you can copy this YouTube tune, make maybe some personal variations, fit different wheels, that kind of stuff. But what you want to see, of course, is what can the car actually do when it's on the street. Now, the great thing about this car for fans of the Supra who are looking forward to it coming back is it does not disappoint. The launch off the line is fantastic, but even more so, it can hit that 272 mile an hour top speed pretty easily, so it's one of the fastest JDM cars in the game. It can certainly bring the heat to hypercars and supercars, so all that remains is to either grab the tune from my storefront or copy this one yourself, maybe make a couple of visual changes for instance. But at the end of the day, if you did enjoy the tune, of course follow the channel, and as I said earlier, please click that notification bell, because if you don't, You will miss my videos, put simply. I'll put out new tunes, but YouTube will not be showing them to you. So make sure that you hit the bell, and of course, I'll see you next time. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.